Sunday Adelaja here, friends. Good day. Well, I'm here back to you and with you on DSS Leadership Secrets. I've spoken about the leader, the weak leader, but now I want to talk about the growth process of a leader. The growth process of a leader. A leader needs to grow. A leader needs to grow constantly. As a matter of fact, there is no way you will ever become the great leader you aspire to be unless you put growth, as constant growth, as one of your lifetime objectives. Constant growth must become your lifetime objective. Because when a leader stops growing, he stops being a leader. So if you want to always be relevant as a leader, grow always. You know, as a pastor, I've seen so many people talk about churches and they say they know exactly what the pastor is going to talk about next Sunday. Or they could tell the next message of the pastor, or whenever the pastor begins to talk, they know exactly where he's going to end and the next statement he's going to make. And a lot of people go to churches, they will tell you that it's a recycled process. The same thing they've been experiencing the last 7 years, the last 5 years, the last 2 years. You can basically predict what the church is all about. But if you come to our church here in Ukraine, or if you meet somebody that has been to our church more than one time, if you come to see, even not just church, if you know Pastor Sunday, and you knew Pastor Sunday 1 month ago, you are too late. Because by the time you come back next month, he's no more the same person you used to know. Basically the same person, but it's like you are back 100 years ago with that same person. Just 1 month apart. Sometimes if you are not careful, if you knew Pastor Sunday last week, this week, you will not believe what is happening already. The dynamic and the dynamism of a leader depends on his growth. So, you are only a leader as much as you continue to grow. You are a leader and you are only relevant to the degree of your constant growth and development. So if you continue to grow and develop, you will always find and attract new people to yourself. However, if you stop growing and everybody already knows what you have and nothing new to say or to add, then it's like a stale food. If you are not growing, you don't have anything new to say to the people. But you always have something to say to the people. You know what you have to say? You have to say one of the old things that you already said. And you know what that is? It's like giving your children stale food, stale milk. Doesn't taste the same. People follow you as a leader because of your freshness. Because of your freshness. And you can only be fresh if you are growing. So a leader is limited when he stops to grow. So your limitation as a leader is in your growth. When you stop growing, you stop increasing, you stop influencing, and you stop leading. When you stop growing, your leadership stops. At a time in my life, I used to think, why should I be studying all these things that I'm studying? I was growing so fast, studying so many things, and I said, I will never get to speak about these things. I will never have an opportunity to even share them. Why am I just growing, knowing all this stuff that I will never use? I never knew that it's time for everything. Just keep on growing. A time will come, the occasion will call for it. So as a leader, always grow. Always seek to grow. Work on yourself. Self-education, self-development. And that is why, for me, I've not had a day if I didn't do 3 hours of self-education. On a good day, I do 6 hours of self-education. Because my relevance depends on it. And your relevance as a leader depends on it also. Strive to grow. Not once a year, not once a month, grow every day. Don't become like those leaders who say, well, I finished my university education. I finished my school. Now that I've finished school, why should I read? Read, study, listen at least 3 hours a day. Then there will be no end to your growth. Peace. Hello friends, I've got some action plans for you. Number 1, if you like what you've just heard or seen, please make sure you tag 10 of your friends. You don't need to do much. Just look for the 10 best friends of yours. Those people that are precious to you. Those you think must not miss this. Put down their names, tag them, and send this message to them. Number 2, I'm such a speaker, leader, that likes to have a feedback from whatsoever I do. So, if you think that you've been blessed or you have some feedbacks, comments, or even ideas, suggestions about what you've heard, you know what? I'm open. I'm open to receive from you, to hear from you. Inbox me through my Facebook or even email me. Let me hear from you. Number 3, friends, if you feel that you've been blessed by what you've seen or heard, you wait until you get to my other materials. Because when you begin to listen to the other stuff that I have on YouTube, SoundCloud, Telegram, then you come back to me and thank me. Thank you. Blessings.